When it comes to claims, are we experiencing more claims, or is there in fact a decrease in the number of claims?
In the offshore sector, I would say that there are fewer claims coming through, but they're normally for larger amounts.
When we look at industry trends, is the trend more towards arbitration or litigation?
Generally in the region, I think there is a growing trend towards arbitration as opposed to local litigation. Arbitration is of course confidential, and that's certainly at the EMAC, Emirates Maritime Arbitration Centre. We're looking to support that as much as we can.
You're a seasoned professional, of course, and looking back and looking at what's going on currently, what are the typical basic mistakes that OSV operators are making that are leading to disputes?
I think it comes down to knowing your contract, knowing the contractual terms. There were changes between the 2005 and 2017 Supplytime, which have made it probably slightly less charter friendly, but less owner friendly. But you still have to be careful and read the provisions very carefully. I think knowing your counterparty, especially in the region, is absolutely vital, and ensuring that they are, liquid and absolutely capable of paying funds as and when required.
Now, you're personally associated with an alternative dispute resolution mechanism here. Perhaps an update on uptake and what might drive further uptake?
Yes, well, I think EMAC started as an organisation about 2 years ago. There has been one reference through the centre at the moment, through the Secretariat. I'm afraid I'm not involved with it on either the Executive Committee side or the legal side, because the firm I work for is involved in it. So I can't give you any further information than that. So that is positive. We hear that more and more owners and charterers and their insurers are considering using the EMAC model clause for contracts where there is a counterparty based in the region, or in particular in the UAE, but it works regionally because of the way in which the enforcement protocols work in the region. An award out of EMAC is a DIFC award, which can then be registered at the DIFC courts and then transferred onshore to the local courts and then taken around to the region through the GCC enforcement protocols.
We heard from the audience in a lively Q&A, and one of the sentiments that came across very clearly was a sense that the noose was around their neck and that there was no real reward in insurance terms for being a premium operator.
Yes, I'm afraid I have every sympathy with owners in the current market. I think it's a very, very tough market. I feel that they're having more and more risk transferred to them contractually. Then they have to assess their own risk appetite for these issues, and whether or not sometimes they are able to buy insurance for the way in which the terms are imposed by some of the NOCs.
Finally, Ed, reflecting on what I hope you found is a very full day, how have you found the Middle East Offshore Support Journal Conference?
Excellent. It's been very well. The panel discussions in particular, I think, have been great, and I particularly enjoyed the one before with Andrew, Alex, and Marcus and co on that one. That was very, very interesting to hear their views, and Sanaz Taransari as well, on the issues facing on restructurings and how basically the operators are going to be able to continue to survive in the current climate.